Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, stacking that cheese, that mozzarella, that paper, but always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex. That time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. At all times is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, and everybody that understands we are growing this channel organically. Constant elevation. We are on our way to the top. We are approaching 40,000 subscribers. Yeah, we getting stronger and stronger here at Grown Man Business TV. You understand what I'm saying? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, all my new subscribers, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube, my G's. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in this lane. And if you merge into this lane, we gonna crash out. Guaranteed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's serious FBA business over here at Grown Man Business TV. So big salute to y'all. Now listen, man. Wipe your feet off before you walk into the big house. Wipe off your feet at the door. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. Make sure they ringing every time I hit that live button. It's pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. You already know that's how we giving it up. You already know how we give it up over here at Grown Man Business TV. Pure dope. Yeah, this is some of the raw that you gonna get on these YouTube streets. Ain't nothing realer. So you already know how we do it, man. You see the thumbnail, you know what I mean? You see the title. You know, Gilly the Kid and Charleston White. You know, I got a lot of people reaching out to me. Grown Man Business TV, what's your perspective on this situation? You know, Grown Man Business TV, we want to know your thought process on the situation with Gilly the Kid and Charleston White. And you got to know something. When it's a message in a madness, the downloads are going to download. Anytime you come to Grown Man Business TV, you got to understand that I'm going to approach this topic. I'm going to approach this subject from a perspective of a grown man. I'm going to approach it from an angle that nobody on YouTube has approached it from. So when you see these thumbnails and you see these titles and you done seen 4, 5, or 6 different people talking about this issue, just know when you come to Grown Man Business TV, you're going to get something totally different. You're going to walk away with a message. You're going to walk away with some game. And when I looked into this situation and the download started to download, it's some pure dope. It's some pure game. It's methods in the madness. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hitting the subscribe button. This is not going to be a long live stream. This is not going to be a drawn-out situation, but I do want to point out some key points in this. But before we do that, you already know, you already know how I got to give it up. You know what I mean? You already know we going to customize some of this. I got to do a little customization when it come to this situation. You know what I mean? So big salute to the chat, man. Yeah, we going to talk about this because it's absolutely nasty work, but it's some key points that I feel like need to be said, especially, you know, from a grown man. You know what I mean? To all my youngsters, to all my OGs, to all my big dogs that fall under my voice. It's something that I really want to point out. You know what I mean? That I haven't seen anybody talking about when it come to Gilly the Kid and, you know, Charleston White, man. So, you know, let me do something real quick. You already know how we give it up if you in tune with the channel. You know, bow, there it is. Right there in the live chat. Right there in the live chat. Now listen, man, before you get to using them Twitter fingers all in the chat, before you get to Twittering away with your fingers, telling me your opinion, your thoughts, leaving comments and all that, you know, just hit the subscribe button, man. Ain't no conversation for free. The least you could do is hit the subscribe button, be locked in with the channel, so anytime I go live, you get the notification. We ain't asking for super chats. We ain't asking for cash apps. I mean, maybe I should take it there. Maybe I should start pressing y'all for that paper, but we ain't doing that. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, then you're not going to be able to talk directly to Grown Man Business TV. It's a message in the madness. I understand what's going on with the higher ups and the elites. I understand what we doing. That's why we growing so rapidly here at Grown Man Business TV. So if you want to troll, if you want to get it off all in the chat and all that, that's cool. I got shooters in the chat. I got blue wrenches. I got people that's watching out, but at the same time, you're gonna subscribe to the channel. You're gonna engage. All right. And if you don't subscribe to the channel, that's okay. That's okay. Get in the back of the class, sit down, take your coat off, close your mouth, and open your ears for this pure dope that I'm about to deliver to you. Yeah, you can still get in on this. I ain't gonna deprive you of this information, but if you don't subscribe, if you're not locked into the Realest channel on YouTube, get in the back of the class, close your mouth, and open your ears, homie. At the end of the day, it's pure dope. I'm not gonna step on it for you. I'm not gonna step on it for you. So, big salute. Let me do a little more customizations on this thing. Let me customize this thing. Big salute to the chat. Run them likes up. You know what I mean? Charleston White and Gilly the Kid. Now, I want to say this, man. I told y'all a long time ago that Charleston White has lost his message. Let's dig into this situation. Charleston White was a renegade on YouTube in his beginning stages. Charleston White was a threat to the establishment. Charleston White was something we had never seen before. It was new. Now for a lot of you Northerners and you New Yorkers, y'all ain't never heard a dude like Charleston White talk that talk. But I'm gonna tell you, from a down south, from a Southerner, I'm from Virginia. It's thousands of OGs like Charleston White, a little older, a little younger, that talk that Charleston White used to talk back in the day. The establishment was scared of Charleston White. There was a lot of things going on when he was talking about, Zigga Nation. He was putting the word Zigga in front of the word nation, and he was pushing that. You don't even hear Charleston White say Zigga Nation anymore. He's been compromised. You know what I mean? But in the beginning stages, when Charleston White was hopping on this camera, when he was hopping into these YouTube streets, when he was showing all those weapons, when he was talking about what he wanted to do to them people with that dog fur, when he was talking about black community, how we never violated each other, how we didn't rob, how we didn't kill each other, how we were supposed to redirect that energy for everybody else. Charleston White was a threat to the establishment. And a lot of things were happening. You got to understand something. YouTube is a portal, and it is very easy to get involved in YouTube and lose your message. It is very easy to get onto this app, lose your message, and lose your way. And that's what ended up happening to Charleston White, because you got to understand something. If CW would have stayed on the same warpath that he was on in the very beginning, yeah, they would have already Nipsey hustled him. Yeah, they would have Nipsey hustled him. They would have Malcolm X'd him. They would have Martin Luther King'd him. You know what I mean? On camera, he would have already been out of here. But being as though he has become compromised, he bended, break, and folded for the higher ups and the elites. Charleston White is no longer a threat to the establishment. We all remember the Charleston White that was showing guns, showing bullets, telling black people to be war ready. But then we also remember the Charleston White that was disrespecting the dead, talking bad on DMX, talking bad on dead celebrities. Not only celebrities that have been deleted, he also would talk bad on your children, black children. This is when Charleston White started to make his way into the door. Because before that, before he was, directing his energy at Nipsey Hussle or directing his energy at black children, disrespecting our community, he was talking about what he liked to do to white people. He was talking about the things he did to that white man who lost his life out there in Texas when they robbed that store, him and his friends and all that. He was talking about the things he wanted to do to white women. I don't know if y'all remember, but Charleston White had long live streams where he would only talk about graping white women. I mean, it is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be, but I'm trying to give you some context on the man that we are talking about. The Charleston White that I'm trying to shine a light on. It's been a long time since y'all heard this Charleston White. He used to have all live streams about, his dislike for Muslims, his dislike for Asians, his dislike for Jews. This is the Charleston White that was a threat to the establishment. And then all of a sudden, we saw Charleston White aim his aim his hate and his derogatory terms towards black celebrities. Now, you know, we gotta call this for what it is. We gotta call this for what it is. You know, Charleston White will say a whole bunch of things and then he'll say it's an act. You know, I'm performing for YouTube. It is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. But Grown Man Business TV, I'm here to tell you that it's never an act, homie. YouTube is real. Social media is real. If you want to believe it or not, if you get up here and you say the wrong things, the higher ups and the elites are not going to say, oh, don't worry about Grown Man Business TV. He's an actor. Don't worry about Charleston White. He's only acting for YouTube. Nah, homie, that's not how it works. And, you know, we're gonna really break this thing down because it's nasty work what happened to Charleston White. It's nasty work that nobody around Charleston White was able to stop him and tell him, don't lose your message. Stay on track. Don't bend, break, or fold. Don't walk through the door. But Charleston White is a prime example of a revolutionary being paid out. A revolutionary bending, breaking, and folding. Somebody that has the higher up and the elites on their heels, scared to death, taking the cheese. All right? So Charleston White goes from talking about graping white women to disrespecting Gilly the Kid's son, his dead son, to talking bad about Nipsey Hussle, talking bad about the very celebrities that he wants to be like. Yeah, we got to talk about this. We're going to talk about this, and I'm going to give you the game and the game within the smoke and mirrors. Charleston White always wanted to be a celebrity. Charleston White yearned and dreamed of being a comedian. All right? So let's stay on track with this. You know, you got Charleston White, you know, apologizing to Gilly the Kid. And then you got Gilly the Kid turning down the apology. And I'm going to get into this clip because I want to, you know, I like to let these dudes talk for themselves. But the main message in this live stream for everybody that's listening, to everybody that's locked into Grown Man Business TV, is to understand, as grown men, sometimes, and most of the time, sorry ain't going to be enough. Society have painted a picture where you think you can do anything you want to do in society, and then you can say sorry, and we have to accept your apology. And one thing I learned early from the OGs in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Hampton, all over the 757, is grown men told me a long time ago, sorry ain't gonna cut it. Don't be sorry, homie, be careful. Don't be sorry, be careful. As a grown man, you don't want to be sorry, homie. All right? So, you know, we don't have to accept your apology. You can be sorry. You can say sorry. And then as a man, as a human, as an individual, I have the choice to accept your apology or not. So I really want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sorry. Be cautious, be careful, be mindful, be all of those things before you be sorry, homie. Because sorry is the last resort. For you to say as a man that I am sorry, I'ma say, yeah, homie, you are sorry. And I don't move around with sorry mother effers. So if you sorry, homie, you can't be in my circle. You know, if you a female and you sorry, I don't really want you around me. I don't deal with sorry people. All right? We got to call out these fake revolutionaries. We got to call out these fake leaders, these dudes that manipulate the culture only to become celebrities. If all you wanted to do was be a comedian, man, you should have said that. If all you wanted to do was be an actor, you should have said that, homie. You know what I'm saying? The higher ups and the elites would have put you at one of those Diddy parties. You could have did what you wanted to do, and you could have been the biggest actor in the world. You could have been the biggest celebrity in the world. The culture is the culture, and this YouTube is a portal. It's just like radio. It's just like television. It's just like Hollywood. You can get onto this portal, and you can lose yourself. You can lose your message. You could get caught up in celebrity gossip. You could get caught up in all the things that celebrities are doing, and you could forget the message. So big salute to the chat, man. Well over 250 people in here right now. We talking grown man business tonight. We not doing nothing too crazy. This is grown man business. Grown men are not sorry. Don't say nothing you mean. Listen, if you say it, then mean it. If you mean it, then say it. But don't say a whole bunch of nonsense and then turn around and say, I'm sorry. Nah, homie, stand on what you said. So I want to give a big salute to Gilly the Kid, because I'm one of those type of men, homie. Once you cross the line, you got to stay over there. You might as well save your sorry for your daughter or for your son or for your wife. Don't give me, I don't want your sorry. As a grown man, I'm not going to accept it. Especially for what Charleston White has been doing. And I'm going to expose Charleston White, because you got to understand something. The higher-ups and the elites already got their hands on Charleston White. He done already went through the door with Aiden Ross. So with Gilly the Kid, you want to talk down on his son. With black people, you want to talk down. You want to disrespect the dead. But with Aiden Ross, you let him talk to you like you was a Rainbow Coalition member and you was cool with that. Aiden Ross had you out there in Vegas doing what you was doing in them hotel rooms. And nobody really want to talk about this, because the majority of YouTube and majority of celebrities, they scared of Charleston White. They scared of him because he'll call the police. He'll call your probation officer. I'm not on probation. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I'm a homeowner. I'm a heterosexual black male that's the head of my foundation and the head of my family. FBA business. You understand? So I don't fear what Charleston White brings to the algorithm. All I'm gonna say is, why ain't nobody said this? So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We gonna point these things out and we gonna talk about it. But this is the year of the truth. This is the year where the truth is going to outweigh the lies, homie. The truth is going to outweigh the actors and the comedians and the celebrities and the puppets. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, you already know. Here at Grown Man Business TV, I am going to show you the receipts. I kept the receipts. Yeah, I got the receipts of you with Aiden Ross talking homosexual activity and all that. I mean, you was out. Is what it is, man. Big salute. MJ, I see you in the chat. I see you in the chat. So let's lock in, man. Let's let Charleston White talk. Let's open our ears and let's just see what he's talking about. You know what I mean? Because I never respected how you attack the black community, right? But then you been breaking fold for them Jewish people and those in them dog fur having people. You know, Aiden Ross and all that. Yeah, you talking homosexual activity with Aiden Ross, but then you want to disrespect Nipsey Hussle and you want to disrespect DMX and Young Cheese and all our fallen soldiers. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button. Stop playing with it.
I can't get hard, not even with the
Jesus. I don't know what they, boy, I'm telling you, they watching. Hold on, we gonna get into it. They watching now. You already know that. Let me just get that. Here we go. Let's make sure we on point. Here we go. Let's listen to him.
Snitching allegations and situation. He said that after he did that, we done that interview, right? And that's when Philly banned me. Back then, that's when I first had my problem with Philly. They was hollering about I couldn't come to Philly, what they was gonna do. So Gilly the King, or whatever the name is, he jumped in my inbox and said, "Is there a problem, Goofy? I'll be in Dallas, and when I see you, I'm gonna slap you." And my response was, "You ain't never slapped a who will kill you." So we've been going back and forward.
So he hopped in your DM.
Now he hopped in my DM. Okay. Remember, I screenshotted it and sent it to you.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
So when his son got, I remember being on live when the news broke that day, and one of my partners, who I consider a partner, Kareem Blitz, out of New York, got on my live. And he was chastening Gilly, saying, "This is what you get. You promote these lyrics. You promote this energy. As a matter of fact, Gilly, when you had King Von and Dirk on y'all podcast and they start singing the songs about smoking Tuka, y'all were dancing to it. Y'all were dancing to it. When Pooh Shiesty called home from prison, and they were talking big dog talk. They wasn't rebuking that shit. When Jay Prince was on there making threats, they didn't check Jay Prince.
Whew, now let's keep this all the way 100, because that's what we do here at Grown Man Business TV. Charleston White always, man, you know, you can tell in his articulation and how he talked that he has a message. You could tell that Charleston White is dangerous to the establishment, even into the day, because those things that he's talking about are right. I never respected Gilly the Kid. I never really saw or heard Gilly the Kid and Wallow give $1 million worth of game. So we're going to talk about Gilly. We're going to really talk about these two black men in the public eye making a fool of themselves because, yeah, Gilly, I didn't respect that interview with King Von. I didn't respect that interview with Lil Durk. I didn't respect that interview with Jay Prince. I never respected that. Where is the real game at? Where is the real game? And we got to talk about that because, again, over and over, these celebrities get to manipulate the culture. They get to lie to the culture. They're all being funded by the higher ups and the elites. Gilly the Kid, Cameron and Mace. All these podcasts are being funded by Jewish people, by the higher ups and the elites in the music industry. So we never get to hear Joe Budden and these dudes tell real game to the youth. We never really get to hear Charleston White or Gilly the Kid or Cameron and Mace really give game to the culture. Because if you want to believe it or not, they have all been compromised. So don't get it confused that I'm gonna get up here and just talk down on Charleston White. But I'm gonna pick them apart one by one. Right now we talking about Charleston White. And what he said right here was beautifully put. You know what I'm saying? I always have to tread lightly when I'm talking about Charleston White. I got to make sure I dot my I's and cross my T's. I got to make sure all my ducks are in a row because Charleston White is the one so-called celebrity that has a message in the madness. But I just see him getting lost in the jewelry. I see him getting lost in the celebrity. Anytime he in the same room with a celebrity, he trying to hug him. And they hugging and kissing all on camera. Him and Kevin Gates and all that. So, with all that being said, it was a day and age where Charleston White was chastising the right people. If he felt like that about Gilly the Kid, you don't bring that. You don't see two Jewish people on YouTube arguing. You don't see higher ups in the elites exposing inner beasts that they have with each other. You think these toy companies and these billionaires ain't beefing? You think these liquor companies ain't beefing? They don't give us the privy to talk and listen and have dialogue about it. All right? So, let's let CW finish, man. Big salute to the chat.
So y'all promote this detrimental shit. So here I come. From day one, I've been against it. If your kid die playing gangster, I will laugh. If me and you get into it and your kid die in a car accident, I'll laugh. If your kid fall out the car and get run over by a truck, I'll laugh if I don't like you. Honestly.
That's what I'm talking about. Nasty work. So when you put the message and you say that you do this for the kids, you go to different schools and you talk to kids and you go to jails because that's what CW, that's what Charleston White leans on when he talks about what he does for the community. You know what I'm saying? So 1 minute you gonna laugh at dead children. The next minute you at some school talking to children. It's so contradictory. It's an oxymoron and it's nasty work. It's nasty work. You know what I'm saying? And you got to understand something. 400 plus people in the live chat. Hit the like button. The things that I talk about, I'm being asked my perspective. You know what I mean? So always understand that I don't have no dog in the fight. I don't care what these dudes is doing. My message is more powerful than Charleston White. My message is more powerful than $1 million worth of game. Trust me on that. I haven't been compromised by the higher ups and the elites. They ain't paid me $30 to $40 million to switch up the message yet. That's what ends up happening though. I'm trying to paint a picture for you. I don't want it to go over your head or under your bridge. Follow me on this. You get strong black men that have a message, and all of a sudden, it go left. All of a sudden, you willing to laugh and joke about deleted children and all that. 1 minute you in the school talking to children, the next minute you laughing at them. That ain't how it work. And we gonna, I don't want you to get it confused. I don't want you to get it confused. 'Cause I'm gonna show you the difference when these same dudes get in the room with a white man. When these same dudes get in the room with a higher up in the elite, they get real docile. They let a lot of Rainbow Coalition activity and conversation happen. I just told y'all about the gangs out there in California. I'm talking about black men that act so gangster. They got so much, so much hatred and so much anger towards another black man, but they get in the same room with Aiden Ross and let him say some wow. I'm talking down low, Rainbow Coalition. Yeah, let them groom you and all that. That's exactly what Aiden Ross did to Charleston White. So let's move forward, right? You heard what he said right there. Let's move forward, right? Let's see what we got here. Let's let the homie Gillie talk. And you already know they playing with this. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You got to. Let's look at this, right? I'm gonna let CW say a few more things.
So I ain't gonna know I'm wrong. Before I blow this counter, please say D. To another. Well,
Salute.
I can't grow older. I know I'm wrong. So I ain't gonna know I'm wrong and continue to be wrong as a man. Gillie, I apologize, my nigga. Yeah, I know I'm wrong. I told y'all, and it didn't feel good. But because I felt like he hurt me, hurt people. But I ain't hurt, man. I got a birthday, I'm blessed. For me to keep getting the blessings and not block my blessings, I'm making a public apology, no matter if you accept it or not. I ask for your forgiveness. Because I don't want to be wrong at 47, and I've done something at 46.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, during this whole interview, the only one thing...
Look at this right here. So, they put it right in front of your face, homie. They put it right in front of your face, and it's up to you to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. Charleston White is on the platform of a Rainbow Coalition member. This guy right here is an openly gay man. He's an openly Rainbow Coalition member. And you got Charleston White, who you would never think would be on that platform, sitting on the platform. Look. Sitting on a platform, right? This is supposed to be a grown man. This is supposed to be a representation of the black community, Zigga Nation. They got the representation of nigga nation sitting down with a Rainbow Coalition member, the same way they make all those gang members out there in Cali sit down with Adam 22. See, you got to be able to see through the smoke and mirror. You got to be able to see what they putting right in front of you. And not only is he sitting down with this man, right? Charleston White, we're going to talk about it. He's also apologizing to Gillie, and he's asking for Gillie's forgiveness. What I told you already. You know what I'm saying? When you listen, man, don't be sorry, be careful. Don't be sorry, be cautious. You understand? Be cautious on how you moving out here. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, everybody else is scared to talk about this, but I'm not. All right, so we breaking down the grooming game. It took a little longer for Charleston White. He was a little rough around the edges. And for sure, Dewberry, All the people that's around Charleston White, they ain't pulled him to the side one time and said, homie, I don't think you should sit down with that dude. He with the Rainbow Coalition. That ain't gonna be a good look. Charleston don't have a choice at this point. See, back in the day, Charleston was wilding out. They took his channel, they demonetized him. They put him in the figure 4, they put him in the Cobra Clutch, and then they sent them out there with Aiden Ross. And I'm gonna show y'all, we gonna look at that. We're gonna look at that. You understand? So let's let them finish talking. But nobody ever asked the question, why is Charleston White on a platform with this man right here? I'm talking full-blown Jerry curl and all that. I'm talking G Money in New Jack City. I'm talking Al B. Shaw. Yeah, I'm talking the humiliation ritual. You want this jewelry? You want these chains and all that? You want to be able to move through these YouTube streets? Well, you're going to stop disrespecting Jewish people, and you're going to disrespect the black community, and you're going to keep it on the black community. Look at the change, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
Thing I was hoping you were gonna do was that.
Yeah, you brought the cake. The cake made me reflect. Looking at this number, said, man, you can't grow. What if you don't make it till 47?
You're gonna make it.
The cake that a homosexual flaming Rainbow Coalition member brought him made him reflect. Oh yeah, we see. Listen, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm not really scared of Charleston. The game is the game, the real is the real, and this is FBA business. And if I gotta be the gatekeeper of the real nigga nation, the real foundational black American, the real foundational black authority, then I'll be that. But you just heard Charleston White say, yeah, the cake made me reconsider. I know it did. Yeah, you said that. You said the cake made you reconsider. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, homie? Homie bought you some cake. Extra frosting on the top of it. What y'all do after this? We ain't even gonna talk. That ain't none of my business. Whatever y'all did after this podcast right here is y'all business. Whatever you and see, the higher ups and the elites broke Charleston White a long time ago. This ain't the same Charleston White that we remember. Going into the gun shows and all that. Talking about, what he would do to white women. Talking about what he would do to white men. See, Charleston White had an angle. He had a message. Now, all he do is disrespect the very celebrities that he want to be like. The very celebrities that he want to work with in movies. The very celebrities that he want to do comedy shows with. The very celebrities that he talking down on, he begging to be in the same room with. Oh, I got more, homie. I kept the receipts. I'm going to talk about Gilly. I'm going to talk about Wallow. I got something to say to them, but I respect Gilly for turning down that apology. Keep your apologies, homie. Keep your sorries. We grown. I'm a grown-ass man, boy. I'm only accepting sorry from my wife or my kids or my mother or my sister. When my son get old enough, he ain't gonna be able to say sorry. When my son get old enough, I ain't accepting no sorry from him. Homie, you gotta stand on that. You cross the fence, you gotta stand on that. Let me say this. Virginia Redbone, let me say this, because you might be new to the channel. Never confuse anger with passion. I'm going to get back to Charleston White, but a lot of y'all are used to dealing with Saucy Santana. A lot of y'all are used to doing with feminine men. Y'all don't even really know what it mean to talk to a real man anymore. You don't really know what it mean to talk to a man that uses baritone and all that. That's going to look you in your eye and tell you exactly what it is and not sugarcoat it. So I understand that you probably are going to confuse anger with passion. I'm passionate about this. Ain't nothing to be angry about, shorty. I don't know you. I don't know them. Why would I be angry? But see, you kind of want that demure man. That's why the channel is called Grown Man Business. See, a lot of the times, even in today's era, grown man don't mean really grown men. It mean, you know, feminine energy and all that. This is supreme masculine energy. So when you come over here, be prepared for that. Be prepared for supreme masculine energy. Masculine energy. You understand what I'm saying? Think to yourself, your grandmama, you ever seen your grandmama tell your grandfather to calm down? Hell no. She knew better. She knew better. You don't tell a raging bull to calm down. You don't tell a black stallion to calm down. You don't put no lasso on no stallion, homie. I'm passionate about this because these are the things that's it's misleading the culture. Nobody asks themselves, how can you talk down on children and then say out the same mouth that you go talk to children in high schools and in elementary schools and all that? Charleston White ain't a man that should be around nobody children. Charleston White ain't a man that should be around nobody's kids. He shouldn't be in those schools talking to nobody's children. If I found out Charleston White was coming to my son's school, I'm pulling his ass out of school for the day. Simple and plain. Simple and, oh, hey, Dad, Charleston White's going to be, you know who Charleston White is? I've never heard of him, Dad, but they say he's going to be coming to the school tomorrow, and you know, we're going to all go to the you know, we're going to all go to the auditorium, and we're going to listen to Charleston White. Nah, little homie, you not going to school tomorrow then. And I need to talk to your principal. Who confirmed that? Who booked Charleston White to come talk to y'all? You might be switching schools and all that. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. This is the thing. We're going to talk about this. This is, you know, this is the new portal that's misleading the children. So why is Charleston White on this platform with this Rainbow Coalition member? I mean, this man, a whole Frank eater. He eat Frank at night. This man right here. Big salute to the chat. Miss Galore, appreciate that. On record, years ago, Charleston White stated that he has a booking fee for everything. Shortly later, he sent a video to another guy. Yeah. Appreciate that 10-piece nugget. You already know we gonna dip that 10-piece nugget going directly into some bacon, some barbecue sauce or some Chick-fil-A sauce. But yeah, that's a whole nother angle, Miss Galore. Y'all don't remember when Charleston White took a picture and sent a Frank picture to another man and tried to justify it? See, it's always in front of your face. They put it right in front of your face. And if you ain't looking hard enough, you ain't gonna see it. So, you know, we got a man, a so-called man, displaying masculinity to us, but low-key, he's sending Frank pictures to other men. He on platforms right here with a Frank eater. This man mouth, look at his mouth, man. Look at his mouth. So that man eat Frank at night. That man got a 24-hour Frank stand in his bedroom, and he eating Frank at night. And then you never ask yourself, why would Charleston White be talking to him? Now that you say that, I mean, Miss Galore, I'm saying, I mean, the real question is, was you sending him Frank pictures? I'm sure Charleston sent that man a Frank picture to get on this podcast. Respectfully, we got to call out what's going on. Everybody talking about what's going on in the industry, but nobody want to talk about what's going on in YouTube, on these YouTube streets with these content creators. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. You know what I'm saying, Miss Galore? I appreciate that 10-piece nugget. Yeah. Same man sitting on this platform right here is the same man that was taking Frank pictures and sending them to other men. All right? So we gonna get into that. So again, keep your apology. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how the cake made you made your eyes open, made you realize that you was wrong. But somehow this man right here buying you a cake with extra icing on the top changed your whole perspective. Well, we gonna talk. Big salute to the chat. Listen to this. Listen to it.
Get to 40.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm telling
because
myself.
when we grew up, you don't even see past 25.
There
I didn't
you
see
go.
past 25.
So now, man, I don't want to carry into a new year something that don't need to be carried. So that's a burden that I can release from myself. Because the blessings and not blocking my blessings, I'm making a public apology, no matter if you accept it or not. I ask for your forgiveness. Because I don't want to be wrong at 47 and I've done something at 46.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, during this whole interview, the only one thing I was hoping you were gonna do was that.
You brought the cake. The cake made me reflect.
In this whole interview, the only one thing I was hoping you were gonna do was that.
You brought the cake. The cake made me reflect. You brought the cake. The cake made me reflect. You brought the cake. The cake made me reflect. Looking at this number, said, man, you can't grow. What if you don't make it till 47?
You're gonna make it to 40.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm telling myself.
Because when we grew up, you don't even see past 25.
There
I didn't
you
see
go.
past 25.
So now, man, I don't want to carry into a new year something that don't need to be carried. So that's a burden that I can release from my.
Now we're gonna move forward, right? But I want you to kind of pay attention to how it's so much anger and so much disgust and so much disrespect to the black culture, to hip hop, to FBA business, to the very nation that you claim to represent, right? But when you get around Rainbow Coalition members and when you get around Aiden Ross and the higher ups and the elites, you become very demure. You become very, very docile. You become very, very docile as a man. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. You ever seen Charleston White eyes look that soft in the eyes right there? That cake. That one eyeball is off a little bit, but they on cue right here. You know, I'm going to assassinate the character that's misleading, that's a false narrative being pushed into the public. Nasty work, homie. Nasty work. You only a big dog until real big dogs walk in the room. You only a real big dog until real big dogs walk in the room. Ain't enough money could have made me sit down with homie. I don't need that type of publicity. I'm cool on that. I'm good on that, homie. I skip that interview. Matter of fact, you know, get Dewberry or somebody to do that. But I'm not sitting down with you. You done been eating Franks all night. Your lips is pink. Ain't nothing me and you got in common to be talking about. This is grown man business. And real grown men, heterosexual black men, we don't mix with that, respectfully. No disrespect, respectfully. We ain't got nothing in common. It ain't no dialogue we need to have, homie. And you buying me cake and all that? Nah, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. You can keep your cake. Keep your cake, man, and don't blow out the candles because your lips is pink. I'm going to show you something. I don't care how nobody feel about it. Let's just get right into this. Your lips is pink, homie. And, I wouldn't want you blowing on my candles. Look at this. I wouldn't want you blowing your lips on my candles, B. Keep your goddamn Frank eaters to yourself. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's going to sound a certain way because it's a grown man saying it. Keep your Frank eaters to yourself, homie. What's that right there? Oh, I bought you a cake with some candles in it. Nah, I'm good, man. Keep your Frank eaters to yourself. Why your lips so pink? Why your lips pink like that? I don't want to know. Never mind. Now let's... It is what it is, B. Why is your mouth and your lips so pink? You been eating Frank at night? Yeah, he got a Frank stand in his living room. And Charleston White flew out to LA just to get some cake and sit on the couch with that Frank eater. It's time to destroy the imagery, bro. It's time to assassinate the character that they producing for us. See, they're going to try to give us leaders. Malcolm X told us a long time ago, they're going to try to give us leaders. $1 million worth of game. Charleston White. Cameron and Mace. They going to try to give us leaders. Charleston White done already walked through the door. He done already sent his Frank pictures to other men. That's one leader we got to eliminate. Cameron and Mace. Well, Cameron said that Mace had a dildo on his sink. Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember that? Bruh, I'm going to pull it up. I got the receipts. Y'all don't remember when Cameron said Mace had a dildo on his sink? How were these guys at the top of podcasting? How were these guys getting $30 and $40 million? Because the higher ups and the elites are going to put a leader in front of you. Talk that talk, man. Is what it is. We going, yeah, it's going to get real. Oh, you have entered the Realest on YouTube. We just getting started. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Now let's get to Gilly, man. Let's break something down real quick. Hold on. Let's see what we got.
I can't.
All right. Okay, we right there. Big salute to the chat right there. Let me see. All right. Big salute to the chat. Let's watch this. Hit the like button, subscribe button.
Did you accept his apology? Did you talk to Charleston? No, but you know, you can. I can't respect like that because what I knew you for. When I ask you, what do you know him for? Think about it. Mm-hmm. You don't even know. You know him for disrespecting niggas that's known. Right. Think about that. You ain't putting no work in out here. You ain't did nothing. You got on the internet at 40-something years old and it had nothing going on and disrespected niggas that put work in. I can't respond to no like that. Me and you ain't on the same level. Think about that. Mm-hmm. I can't respond to what they call POs online. Wow. Think about that. I can't respond to nobody that tell you, come do this, you got a gun, come, let's get it, we can get into it. But then you call it PO online, man. It's pretty obvious to me and you ain't the same type of man. So I let do they talking, man. I don't worry about that, man.
Everybody has been compromised. That's what makes this channel one of the realest channels on YouTube. Is that we're going to be able to look at everybody in front of us and see where they've been compromised at. Let's talk about $1 million worth of game. Let's go into that. You know, at one point, Gilly the Kid would wake up in the morning and he would give game. And I ain't gonna lie, it was on YouTube, it was on Instagram, it was those type of things where he would do his little shorts and he would give some pretty good game to the youngsters about women, you know, just on how to move in the streets, X, Y, and Z. And you got to understand something. In this industry, right, it always starts out with pure intentions. Charleston White in the beginning had pure intentions. He was really doing the right thing with the message. When Gilly the Kid started doing his $1 million worth of game, it was with pure intentions. We all watched it and the numbers, you know, went through the roof. But what happens is, once you start gaining enough traction, you gain the attention of the higher ups and the elites. The higher ups and the elites. So now you got to ask yourself, when the last time you heard Gillie and Wallow give anybody $1 million worth of game? You can't give us $1 million worth of game sitting in O Block with Lil Durk and King Von, and they disrespecting Lil Tuka, and they disrespecting the black community, and they ain't, come on, man. They drilling and all that. That ain't $1 million worth of game. You can't give us $1 million worth of game sitting with Young Thug crying and all that. So what the higher ups and the elites do is they see the potential in what you got going on, and then they compromise you with the money. They say, listen, man, we love what you got going on, Gilly and Wallow. $1 million worth of game. Keep doing what you doing. But how about, you know, y'all link up with some of these drill rappers and go out there and get high and smoke weed? You know, how about y'all water down the message? We're going to give you we're going to give you $100 million. Just water it down a little bit. It's a little strong, homie, and I don't want the young black men to start taking to and start thinking that it's this, that, and the third. We want y'all to be, yeah, Gilly, get out there and get the dancing around and look like a goddamn clown. Oh, we're going to pay you, man. We paid you $100 million. We all saw the video of Gilly the Kid and Wallow crying and sobbing and signing the contract, walking through the door. And see, again, it's nasty work because everybody is compromised respectfully. This is not a disrespect to those men because, you know, they're going to say things like, why can't a black man just be talented and put in the work and get the money that way? Never said you didn't put in the work, but what type of work are you putting in? I can't think of, Nipsey Hussle, before he passed away, gave millions of dollars worth of game in interviews. Like, just having a conversation with Nipsey Hussle on camera, you were able to grab gems out of that. I don't know no $1 million worth of game with Gilly and Wallow where I was really able to listen and get some game. I ain't never went to jail for 100 years. I ain't no jail dude. Where's the game at for the real men in society? The real black men in society, the tax-paying black men, the home-owning black men, the heterosexual black men that's that lead their household. Why you ain't got no game for them? Because you can't give no game to us. The higher-ups and the elites paid you to get in front of the camera and dance for the camera. Yeah, get the dancing, Gilly. You better... Oh, I love to see it. I love to see it. I love when you get out there and you get to doing your little shimmy and all that. But I thought it was more. I thought it was $1 million worth of game. That's what I thought it was. Oh, man, it get deep. Listen to me. This is something that, you know, you got to be able to, let's see something, man. You got to be able to put the needle and connect the dots. Let's see something. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. I don't want to waste no time with that. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be, you know, I can't make this up, man. I can't make it up, and it's hard. It's hard to, you know, yeah. Let me just give y'all this game, right? Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Big salute to the chat. Malcolm told us a long time ago they was gonna create our leaders. They would no longer be a Black Panther Party. They will no longer be a leader that hasn't been compromised by the higher ups and the elites. So, you know, Gilly, Wallow, compromised. Mace, Cam, compromised. Charleston White, let's look at something. Big salute to the chat. You know, CW, man, before we get off of CW, we already saw CW sitting down with a Frank Eater out there in Hollywood. Did a whole interview with a real live Frank Eater with pink lips and all that. We already saw that, right? We already saw, you know, Miss Galore let y'all know and remind us that Charleston White was sending his Frank pictures to other men a long time ago. Now, I want to show you when Charleston White walked through the door. I want to show you exactly when CW walked through the door so then we can move forward to Cam and Mace. We can move forward to Gilly and Wallow. Because at the end of the day, you need to know something. We don't want your apologies, man. This is grown man business over here. Listen, we don't want your sorries. We don't want your apologies. Don't be sorry. Be careful. Don't be sorry. Be cautious. Don't be sorry, homie. Be mindful. Be mindful of the image and the narrative that you painting on our community. So, you know, when it come to CW, it all made sense. But you're supposed to have that same energy with everybody. So why you ain't have that same energy with Aiden Ross when he was talking about y'all knocking boots in that hotel room? When Aiden Ross told the people, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Watch this. Open your eyes, man. Come on, come on. Let's see what we got right here.
Don't have an OnlyFans?
Do I need one?
You like can be, so why not put it out there? Yeah.
Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
Man, stop this. Man, you don't know how good I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I ain't gonna speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man.
My bad, Unc.
Man, you gonna make people think we fucking. God damn, man.
Don't have an OnlyFans?
Do I need one?
You like can be, so why not put it out there? Yeah.
Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
Man, stop this. Man, you don't know how good I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I ain't gonna speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man.
My bad, Unc.
Man, you gonna make people think we fucking. God damn, man.
Don't have an OnlyFans?
Do I need one?
You like can be, so why not put it out there? Yeah.
Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
Man, stop this. Man, you don't know how good I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I ain't gonna speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man.
My bad, Unc.
Man, you gonna make people think we fucking. God damn, man.
Get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh? Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh? Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh? Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
Man, stop this. Man, you don't know how good I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I ain't gonna speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man.
My bad, Unc.
Man, you gonna make people think we fucking.
Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
Man, stop this. Man, you don't know how good I know what I'm saying. You don't know how good I ain't gonna speak on it, ain't it? God damn it, man.
My bad, Unc.
Man, you gonna make people think we fucking. God damn, man.
Don't have an
Maybe I don't get good. Nah, you do fuck good, huh?
So now the real question is, right? Why you got so much energy, right? Hold on. You got so much energy when it come to foundational Black Americans, when it come to us, right? You wanna talk down, you wanna give game, you wanna explain why, you know, you had to say this and X. Oh man, you make it sound so good. But when you get around Aiden Ross said, let's say, yeah, you do fuck good, Unc. That's what Aiden Ross said to you. And you said, don't say nothing about that. You know what I mean? You told him, Aiden said, you get it down in that hotel room, right? Aiden was about to go into detail about what y'all did in that hotel room, and you got really upset. You don't talk about that, Aiden. Yeah, you don't want to talk about you don't want to talk about that. When they flew your ass out to Vegas and they broke your back in, got you in that hotel room, got you all nice and tipsy, and yeah, you and Aiden, what y'all do together? How Aiden know what you do? Come on, son. Is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. And all I'm doing is just exposing what it is. The smoke and mirrors. You don't get to hide behind the laws that you legislate. You don't get to hide behind talking to children in high school. I don't think you should be able to talk to no children, homie. You need to be far, far away from high schools and elementary schools. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. We already know Aiden Ross is a Rainbow Coalition member. We already seen Aiden Ross in multiple different situations making, you know, rainbow gestures to other men. We seen him around Casanet. We seen him around all these other men, all these rappers, you know, being a little bit fruity with his activity. You think it's a coincidence that they made Aiden Ross and Charleston White do content together? You think they don't got video of Charleston White putting in work with Aiden? You think they ain't do the P. Diddy? You think they ain't put Charleston White in a freak off and secretly recorded? Come on, man. This easy work right here. Big salute to the chat, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Much respect. Highly appreciate that 10-piece nugget. You know what I'm saying? But again, don't mistake this passion with anger, because I'm definitely not angry. But at the end of the day, it's like, how long are we going to let this happen without even speaking on it? You think they don't got video with Charleston White? You don't think it's a coincidence Charleston got all this jewelry and he real quiet and he ain't really talking crazy about white people or Asian people or Jewish people anymore? We ain't heard Charleston White say nothing about them people like he used to. He's only allowed to disrespect black people. He's only allowed to disrespect hip hop. He's only allowed to disrespect us. He don't talk about rock and roll music. He don't talk about country music. He don't talk about white people in no way, shape, form, or fashion. They got Charleston White in the Cobra clutch. When Aiden Ross told him, yeah, you fuck good, Charleston, Charleston knew what he stood up. Hold up, homie. Don't say nothing about that. So, you know, think about what I'm showing you the next time you get to listening to Charleston White. Yeah. No. Think about what I done showed you. Go look at old Charleston White live streams and then look at this Aiden Ross live stream and look at the difference. The truth is more important than the lies now, homie. You're not going to be able to peddle that BS, that stepped on dope and think you're going to sell it, homie. It's stepped on. It's watered down. You done did something with Aiden Ross. You know what I'm saying? And when it's time for them to sacrifice you, or when it's time for your humiliation ritual to come, those videos will be exposed to the public. It'll be dudes like Aiden Ross saying, yeah, when me and Charleston White was out there in Vegas, you know, we did some Rainbow Coalition activity and Charleston was with it and blase, blah, and we recorded it and yeah. That's what's going to happen. You heard it here first on Grown Man Business TV. So, you know, we done got that out the way, CW. I done already spoke on, you know, $1 million worth of game. Another podcast, another platform that has been paid by the higher ups and the elites. Compromised. What kind of game you gonna be giving out? Oh, well, you know, it's gonna be $1 million worth of game for the youngsters and people that been in jail. And, you know, we just want to make sure that the young black men feel this way and feel that way. Well, that's cool and all that, but take this 100 million, sign the contract, and let's just make sure we dumb it down a little bit. You wouldn't mind, would you? You wouldn't mind if you don't really tell them the real way to get rich, the real way to wealth, the real way to success. You know, just go sit down with their favorite rapper. What's sitting down with Dirk gonna do for us? Dirk in jail for capital murders, multiple murder on black men in the black community. What's sitting down with Lil Dirk did for us? King Von is a serial killer, or was a serial killer in the black community. King Von never did nothing to one white person. He never did nothing to one Asian. He never did nothing to one Jewish person. King Von was killing black people, men and women in the black community. And y'all sat down with King Von like that did something, like that was $1 million worth of game. When somebody gonna talk about this? And I don't, you know, the whole sacrificing of your kid and all that. You know, I already said how I feel about that. I already said what I think about that. That is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I saw you sign that contract. I do feel a correlation in the two. But I'm going to say this, you know, the higher ups and the elites play chess at the highest level, homie. They are not only looking at what you are doing now. They are doing research on your past. Gilly told a story with Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, we already know, somewhere riding the fence. Another down low brother, another Rainbow Coalition member. Y'all don't see this? You got to go sit down with Shannon Sharp to get your point across. You got to go sit down with a metrosexual to get your point across. The biggest platform on YouTube is a man that had a Rainbow Coalition, you know, stylist that he was in a relationship allegedly. We gonna get into that. Gillie told a story where when he was in college, he had a full scholarship to go to college and play basketball. He came back to Philly with a young man that really wasn't in the streets, and they attempted to rob somebody. And in that attempted robbery, that young man was deleted. He was murdered. He was assassinated on those Philly streets. Got his head blown off. Those energies don't go away, homie. That young man was in the wrong place at the wrong time and he lost his life. The higher ups and the elites, they see that. You don't think it's a coincidence that Gilly the Kid had a young, innocent dude that was in the wrong place at the wrong time trying to rob somebody, die in the street on gunfire, and then years later, his son being in the wrong place at the wrong time, dying in the street the same way, by gunfire. Gillie said that his son, you know, that bullet wasn't meant for his son. Not understanding that that bullet that killed that young man when they was in college was not meant for him. Y'all don't see the correlation. Y'all don't see the resemblance. So a lot of people are saying, you sacrificed your son. You did X, Y, and Z. But the higher ups and the elites know how to make it look how it look. They are doing their research. It's not a coincidence that you know, your son lost his life the same way that young man in college that lost his life with you out there doing a botched robbery and all that, trying to be street, trying to be a gangster, trying to be involved in criminal activity, and he lost his life. The same way Cheese was trying to be street, was trying to be a criminal, was trying to be respected in his street activity and lost his life. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. There is no coincidence on the globe. Everything happened for a reason. Everything is connected. And if you can see through the smoke and mirrors, then you can connect the dots. Nasty work. Absolutely nasty work. And I understand how it feel and I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to word it differently. I didn't want to say Gillie sacrificed his kid, because a lot of the times you don't know what you did, and you don't know until it's over how you played a part in that. How your past, you know, past energies, past actions, things that you haven't paid for catch up with you. You thought you would, you know, that all happened. Homie lost his life. And now all of a sudden you get fame and fortune. You get fame and fortune, and you can't connect that your son lost his life in the same manner, homie. Street violence out there in Philadelphia. The same way that man lost his life, your son lost his life the same way. That's a connection and energy right there. Is what it is, and that'll be what it's gonna be. On top of the fact, all these topics had to come out on Shannon Sharpe. Shannon, old Shay Shay, a big ass black man, football player with the name Shay Shay. I'm talking knock-kneed. I'm talking, yeah, we talk about Fat Joe being knock-kneed. Shannon Sharpe is knock-kneed. Big ass country knock-kneed. That boy knock-kneed, man. That boy hopped out that Suburban and his knees was knocking. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, let me find something real quick. You know what I mean? Yeah, Shannon hopped out that goddamn. Hold on, watch this. Shannon hopped out. Shannon hopped out that Suburban. Let's see if we can find it. He hopped out that Suburban. Them goddamn knees was knocking. His goddamn knees was knocking, man. Let's see if we can find. Let me see. It's a classic picture. Hold on, watch this. Let me show you something. This ain't look at this. That's Shannon Sharp right here. This who everybody got to go see right here. That's Shay Shay. Look. And you telling me these platforms ain't been compromised? You telling me it's a coincidence that everybody got to go talk to Shay Shay? You got $1 million worth of game. We already broke that down. You got Charleston White. We already broke that down. You got Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. We already broke that down. Now let me show. Let's break down Cameron and Mace. Let's break down Cameron and Mace. All of these platforms have been compromised, homie. They all had to walk through the door. Let's listen to it, man. Big salute to the chat. I'm going to give y'all some game, man. We going to talk now. You ready? All right, here we go. Watch this.
Puff had a brown.
Yo, I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up, son. So, you ever, what? Hold on. Let me digress. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just so much to unpack. It's nasty work. First off, what guys use dildos on women? Who is doing that? And let me give y'all some game again, because the narrative that's being painted, right? You think this didn't play a part in what they had going on? You think the higher ups and the elites didn't hear this interview? Yo, me and Mace is cool again. We think about doing a podcast. Hell yeah, sure, absolutely, Cam. We'll give you $35 million. Don't you worry about it. You guys go and do the show. We're going to fly you out to Vegas. There's something going on out there in Vegas. We're going to fly you out to Vegas. We're going to set you guys up. Yeah, do it. Do your thing. You do the numbers, we're going to give you the money. Because they know this part right here. Everybody in the community act like we don't remember this. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing that Mace and Cam. I understand why, and we're going to get into that. Let's slow down. She said men use dildos on women. No, they don't. If you ever see, and I'm trying to help you out. If you ever see a man that's claiming to be heterosexual pull out a dildo in any way, I don't care for who, what, if he has a dildo, he's a Rainbow Coalition member. He's a rainbow member. He is not a heterosexual black man or whatever man. Any man. And the way she said that was so weird to me, that she just threw that out there like it was true. These are the platforms that are feeding us information. These are the platforms that the young men and the young children are being forced to look up to, because they never gonna rock with the real. They gonna muffle and shadow ban the real. So the fact that Angela Yee said that always made me feel weird about her. What the hell? Oh, men always you. Nah. And Cameron said he went to Mace's house when Mace was living with P. Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs. I'm talking Honeycomb. I call him Honeycomb. It gets sweet as a, he's sweet as a goddamn, yeah. They was living in the brownstone together. You gotta understand something. Puff Daddy ain't living in a brownstone that ain't got 2, 3, 4 bathrooms. But now you gotta know, he said he went in that bathroom. They was going to run errands. He went in the bathroom and it was a dildo on the sink next to his goddamn toothbrush and all that. Mace in Betha had a dildo on his sink next to his toothbrush and his toothpaste and all that. And when he asked him what it was about, he said it belonged to P. Diddy. And so why would P. Diddy leave a dildo next to your toothbrush and all that? You know what don't you put your toothbrush in your mouth? Put that toothpaste on it and you do what you do. Why would he do that to you? I'm gonna tell you something. We ain't running no more goddamn errands today. We ain't running no more errands. If I go in your bathroom and you got a big ass dildo on your sink, well, how about this? You need to call a taxi. I need some time to think. We not getting in the same car today. Oh, nah. Now let's get deeper into that situation, right? The real question I got is, what did Mace do after that day was over? After they ran errands together and they went to Eckerd's and Walgreen and Walmart and they went out and bought, condiments for the house and all that for the brownstone, right? What did Mace do? Did you continue to live with Puffy? How long did you stay with Puffy after he left that dildo on your sink? Because see, me, if you honestly just forgot this was my bathroom and I wake up in the morning and I go and my homie saying, yo, it's a dildo in your bathroom and I don't know nothing about it, I'm moving out immediately. How about this, Cam? I'm moving out, man. Put all my stuff in the car, take me to a hotel, something. I'm leaving immediately. But see, Mace, you stayed in that brownstone with Diddy. You didn't leave. Y'all was partying so hard, you forgot that dildo was in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Did he come home late night, tipsy, high off that pink powder and all that, slip into your bedroom and all that? Mason Betha. Let me show you something about Mason. Boy, I'm going to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you something. Hold on. Let's look at Mason Betha. Because hold on. I want to see something with you, Mace. Because back in these days, Mace, you was staying with Puffy. I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. Why would P. Diddy name you pretty, Mace? Why is nobody asking these questions to these platforms that's in front of us, Mason Betha? P. Diddy named your ass pretty, didn't he? Why? Look at this shit right here. Look at this. Look at Mace. Look. Look at his mouth. I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. Did it for the money. Now what did you do for the money, Mason Betha? Why would Puffy always have your mouth glistened up? Why would he? Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at Mace. Look at this. I want you to see it. Look at this. Look at this. Why, Mace? Why? Why was your mouth out like that? I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. Did it for the money. Now can you get with me? People want to know who is he. He gets busy. He's way so much jizzy. Yeah. Yeah, you had a dildo on your sink. And the people paid your ass $40 million for your ass to be out there doing a podcast with me. I want to say this, right? I understand why Jim Jones was so mad at Mace. I understand why Jim Jones is so mad at Cameron. Can you imagine what Cameron did when he left and he dropped Mace off after they ran them errands? And Cameron went back to Harlem World. He went back to the diplomatic community and all that. And he got with Joel Santana. Yo, son, roll that weed up, B. You got the Philly blunts and all that? Yo, you ain't gonna believe I got a story to tell. Yo, I went to pick up Mace today, son. Yo, Jimmy, I'm telling you, Jimmy. I went to pick up Mace today. I go in the bathroom to use the bathroom, and it's a dildo on the sink, homie. That's what he told Jim. Yo, it's a dildo. A dildo was on his sink next to his toothbrush and all that. Yo, what? Yo, word, son. I'm telling you, B. You know what I mean? He had a dildo. Yo, what? He said, Puffy, He say Puffy left the dildo on his sink and all that. So we done went through, you done went through telling me about Mace having a dildo on his sink, and then years later, you go do a podcast with him. And you expect me not to be mad about that? You expect me not to feel a certain type of way? It's a wicked game, man. You all right? Yeah, get deeper, get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Now, again, the whole moral of this live stream is to let you know there is no sorries after a certain point. So you came back and told me what you found in Mason Betha's bathroom, and now it's I'm sorry, it's this and that. Nah, homie, ain't no sorries. Ain't no sorries, Mason Betha. Ain't no sorry, man. Why? This is just only connecting the dots on even why we see Cam and Mace. You think they just such good sports commentators that we got to have them on YouTube and we got to listen to sports news with Cam and Mace? You think that's really what it is? Or do you think that the higher-ups in the elite saying, oh, these boys willing to play? Or what would make you say that? Well, you know, I seen an old interview with Cameron Miles. Yes, his name is Cameron. They call him Cameron. We call him Cameron Miles. And he was speaking on how Mace were into dildos. Dildos? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm, you know what's going on with Puff Daddy and the freak-offs and Sean Diddy Combs. And, you know, Diddy likes to use dildos. In Mace, he partaked in the dildo activity with Cameron and Mason Betha. You don't see this? You don't see it in him? Look. Yeah. So Mace, give him the money. Let's give him 40 million. Let's have him sign for 40 million and let's get him in a contract, and you know, we'll pop the dildos on him in due time. You know, conference calls, and you know, we'll let them know that we have a YouTube conference to go to, and there'll be freak offs. Oh, Mason Betha, he knows all about it. Yeah, we watched it. Have you seen it? Let me pull it up for you, Bob. Bob, don't worry. This is a sure shot, Bob. This is a sure shot where we're gonna have a good time. Now, why is it that none of the real have big platforms? The real information, the pure dope. Because we not gonna been breaking fold. You don't really know what to think about. We don't know what grown man business is into. He sounds very militant. He sounds like he's about foundational Black Americans, and we don't have any past history of him playing with dildos or, you know. Mason Betha lived in the house with Puffy where it was just Mace and Puffy. Mace's lips used to be mad glistened up. That nigga Mace had lip gloss before we knew what lip gloss. We didn't even know about lip gloss back in those days. But for some reason, his mouth was always shiny. Mace, his mouth was always shiny. And on top of that, Cameron, when they was beefing, told us what he found. Hey, listen, man, I can't make this shit up, man. I ain't trying to make it up.
Went to use a bathroom, and it was a dildo on the bathroom sink. And was a dildo.
He said, yo, that bitch crazy, yo, Angela Yee. Angela Yee is a freak for real. Shorty is freaked out. Shorty said, Shorty said, yo, it's men, yo, she stopped it right there. It's men that use dildo. Why would you use a dildo if you're a man? Why the fuck would you use a dildo? I'm just saying, like, think about what they saying to us. You a grown-ass man. Why would you go and buy a strap, bro? And then try to tell me homie, you homo. How was you holding it then? Did you when you do what you do with that thing? Why would you put that dildo in your sink? See, Diddy's a higher up in the elite. Diddy played chess at the highest level. It wasn't a coincidence why Diddy left that strap, why he left that dildo on Mace's sink. Cause only things that go in your mouth be on that sink right there, right next to your toothbrush. You know what? What do you do to your toothbrush before you put it in your mouth? Hey, somebody asked me, what do you put on? You put that toothpaste on top of that toothbrush, right? And you shove it in your mouth and shit, right? So if you was Diddy, then you probably put that dildo right next to the toothbrush so that psychologically you could let him know. You know what I'm saying? You can put that motherfucker in your mouth. Yeah. We're gonna put that right there next to your toothbrush. And you gonna know exactly. I ain't gotta tell you what you do with it. That's why I put it next to your goddamn toothbrush, boss. Diddy is a diabolical, Diddy is a predator. And you can look at the old pictures of Mace and tell Diddy was preying on that nigga, boy. Diddy was preying on Mace. You know what I mean? Diddy is a predator. Diddy deserved to be in jail to a certain extent. Diddy deserved to be in jail. You could tell by the old pictures of Mace that Diddy was violating Mace. Look at this right here. Look at this picture of Mace. Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth. Look at Mace's mouth right there. Look at his eyes. Look at Mace. Look at Mace right here. Look at Mace. Look at Mace right here. Look at Mace's eyes right here. You don't think what you think they was? Look at his shirt and shit all hanging off. Look how Diddy got him dressed up like that. Yeah, wisdom B, salute. I said free Diddy because I understand why they locked him up. You know what I'm saying? That black politic party and all that. You know, I'm suing the higher ups and the elites. I get it. But I ain't gonna take away. And Mace was a grown ass man. We was eating that dildo when he was eating that Frank in his mouth. He was eating that dildo. He was brushing his teeth with that dildo in the morning. Mace was a grown-ass man. Mace wasn't a minor. Mace was a willing participant. He wanted the Rolex. He wanted to be called pretty, and P. Diddy named me pretty, and he did it for the money. He did it. He told you in his song. He told you in his song he did it for the money. He did it for the money. Look at this nigga, man. Yo, look at this nigga Mace, B. Look at him, son. Look at his eyes right there. Look at this nigga's mouth. Look how he holding his finger right there. Look how Mace holding his finger right there. Ain't no grown man holding his finger like that. See, you gotta be this is grown man business TV. It's very small, minor details that always tell you what you're dealing with. And a man that's gonna hold his finger like that, yeah. That was a code, and that was an underlying sign for the higher ups in the elites to let him know he was ready. The way he was holding that finger like that, letting his shirt hang off his shoulders and all that. Did he say, I'm gonna show you, goddammit, I ain't gonna hurt you. I'm gonna put that dildo next to your sink and your ass gonna know what to do with it. And what you think Mace was doing with that dildo at night? What you think he was doing? What you think any homosexual man to look at that picture and tell you, oh, that man right there. So now we understand what we dealing with Cam and Mace. If I was Jim Jones, I'd be mad too. You hanging with that man after you told us what he was doing with that dildo in his house? With Diddy, him and Diddy? All the allegations that done came out about Diddy. And Look at the tattoo right there. Look how the tattoo is like. That shit is all right there for you. He was wearing Mace ass out. He was wearing Mace. Mace couldn't take it no more. Mace ass ran to Atlanta, only to find out Atlanta got just as many P. Diddy's as New York. He couldn't run from it no more. He was motherfucker. Oh, don't worry about that, Playboy. I got a brownstone up there in Harlem. Hey, Playboy, don't worry about that, Playboy. I got a brownstone up there in Harlem for you. You know what I'm saying? You got your own space and all that, Playboy. Don't worry about that. We're gonna record. I'll be there sometime. He start coming in that brownstone at night. He was coming off in that brownstone, knocking off that brownstone and all that. He was coming in that brownstone, knocking out your brownstone and all that. Yeah, why nobody want to ask Mace these questions? Why do we got to hide from this? Why can't we just be all the way funky with what's going on? Why nobody don't want to ask Charleston White about what he was doing with Aiden Ross? Why has nobody come on It Is What It Is podcast, sit down and say, Mace, why did you have the dildo on your sink? Because you got to know something. Diddy was wearing his ass out that night. He forgot that dildo was on the sink. He was so tired. Oh shit, Cam knocked on the door. Oh shit, Mace, yo, what's going on, Cam? Everything all right, brother? Okay, yeah, let me get them. You know, we going the bathroom right there. He don't even remember, cause the freak offs done got so intense. Diddy was a motherfucking. He was a monster, man. Diddy was a monster. That motherfucker turned this man from murder Mace. Look, he turned him from murder Mace to this. I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. Did it for the money. That can you kid with me? Niggas want to know who is he. He gets busy. Sprayed so much Izzy. Sprayed so much Izzy. He was telling you. He was crying out for help. When we listened to that bad boy, he was crying out for help in that motherfucker, man. Diddy killing me, man. He killing me. Ooh, shit get real, baby. It get gangster. And the problem is, again, you know, it take a lot to bring this grown man business to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Because they automatically gonna say, oh, he hating, niggas this. No, we not hating, bro. But the truth is the truth. And real men gotta stand on business, homie. Back in the day, real men, we had rough hands, rough feet. We used to work on cars and change tires and change transmissions and all that. We had a certain type of walk and lingo about ourselves. Now, when I bring that to y'all, you got people in the chat saying, oh, you're angry. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. That's one of the tools that Puffy used on Mace. Mace was murder when he came to Puffy. I was murder. And then P. Diddy said, man, you're angry. Let's make you a little bit more prettier. Let's arch your eyebrows. Poke your lips out. Would you do that for me? Oh, we're gonna get the money, don't worry. Poke your lips out. And he turned murder Mace to pretty. I was murder. P. Diddy named me pretty. Yeah. P. Diddy named your ass pretty. You did it for the money. Now can you get with me? People want to know who is he. He get busy. Spray so much Izzy. What the hell is Izzy? Mace? Yeah, I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of holding back. Fuck it. I told everybody what's going on, Mace. I told everybody what you was doing. Fuck it. It is what it is. I told everybody what you was out there doing in that brownstone, what you and P. Diddy was doing. Y'all was freaking off before anybody knew about freaking offs. You was doing that. So when they hear a grown man, they say, oh, you're angry. Won't you calm down? No, don't never calm down. Don't never turn down your masculinity. Don't never turn down your grown man energy. Stand on that shit. And whoever is in a feminine energy will be attracted to it. Anybody else, they got to go where they got to go. Don't never let them turn down your grown. That's what Puffy did to Mace. Oh, man, we don't want that gangster shit, man. It's too hard, man. It's too. You're mad. You're coming off as mad. How about this? I was murdered and P. Diddy, I'm going to name you pretty, and I'm going to leave some dildos on your sink at night. You don't mind, do you? Couple of dildos. He probably had a dildo under his pillow, too. Cameron didn't get a chance to look under his pillow. Diddy was leaving dildos under his pillow, and he was leaving dildos on his goddamn sink as well. Yeah, you go in there and get the brushing your teeth, you get a dildo right there. We're gonna put it out there for you. I don't need to tell you what I want from you. See, Diddy learn from the higher ups and the elites. Diddy learn how to psychologically, yeah, he's gonna fuck you mentally. Diddy left the dildo on. Cam say, oh, it was a dildo on the sink. Why? Why he didn't leave it in the drawer? Why he didn't leave it in the, under his pillow? Why he didn't put it in his boxer drawers or something like that? He left it on the sink because the only thing on the sink was a toothpaste and a toothbrush. And before you put that toothbrush in your mouth, what you got to do? You got to put that toothpaste on top of it. All right. What's the moral to the story, man? What's the moral to the story? The moral to the story is that everybody that we are watching, everybody that is being put in front of us, everybody has been compromised. Everybody, every celebrity that comes to YouTube and is starting to sign contracts or making a wave or being put into the algorithm, they have been compromised. And it's a reason why we see them every day. It's a reason why the higher ups and the elites have taken interest in them, and the higher ups and the elites are paying them to control them. We need to start demanding $1 million worth of game from Gilly and Wallow. I rock with Wallow. You know what I'm saying? I think Wallow is somebody that has maintained his integrity to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that Wallow has, if there is any dirt on Wallow, he was able to conceal it way better. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he is on a podcast with Gilly the Kid, and it's called $1 million worth of game. They've made millions of dollars, and I'm more. It's more like $500 worth of game. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? $250 worth of game. You know what I mean? I'm not connecting. The game is not there. You know what I'm saying? But we need to start demanding that. We really, we see Cameron and Mace come back together and be friends, but nobody has enough nuts. Nobody has enough balls, right? Nobody has enough thinking power, thinking capacity to put two and two together and say, Mace, how was you able to get back with Cameron and do business after he exposed that you had a dildo on your sink? Let him answer the question. Yo, it was a long time ago. Me and Mace and me and Cam, we used to be big friends, and I used to wear his shoes, but that whole thing with the dildo was a long time ago. And then ask him the next question. You was living with P. Diddy. It's looking like y'all was doing the freak-offs way before Cassie. How do you feel that, what did that do to you? Like, ask real questions. How did that change you? How did that affect you, Mason Betha? Having dildos left on your sink next to your toothbrush and your toothpaste and all that. You know what I'm saying? Ask Cameron, you went on the Breakfast Club. You exposed Mace for having dildos in his bathroom in a brownstone that he lived with Puff Daddy. That sounds like something that's hard to look over. How was you able to overcome that and do business with Mason Betha? How was you able to overcome the imagery of a full-blown dildo on a sink at your best friend's house in his brownstone bathroom and all that with Puff Daddy, P. Diddy? How did you overcome that? Because it seems like Jim Jones is having an issue letting that go. But everybody just want to sit around. Oh, they like motherfucker up there laughing and giggling. Every time I see Mace giggle like that, I think to myself, why did you have a dildo? What was y'all doing with that? Tell the Rainbow Coalition, tell the LBGT, tell the people what y'all was doing with that. When I say I'm the realest in YouTube, when I say I'm the realest on these streets, I mean it, homie. I mean that shit. Nobody's going to be safe in these YouTube streets. Nobody. I don't give a goddamn how much money or celebrity you got. Why is Charleston White and Aiden Ross arguing about his sexual activity? Two grown men. Now I want to play something for y'all that, let's just digress. And this situation right here really helps me. It helps me to digress. It helps me to get my thoughts back in order. Because, that Puff Daddy and Mace situation is something that it's nasty work. It's nasty work. So we're gonna move on. But I want y'all to rock with this. All right. Big salute to the chat. Hit the like button, man. Stop. Run that like up to 300. All right. Let's listen in.
They want to get your hand-me-down. Everybody at the party playing those sounds. We're here around. Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Fuck 'em. I'ma do myself. Why you doing like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Try second chord and it's probably A minor. A minor.
A minor. Oh, that's fire. Drake going down the same path right now, being exposed. Being exposed. With all that being said, man, we don't have no respect. We don't have no respect for these puppets, man. We don't have no respect for them. And in these YouTube streets, this is the last place where we going to be able to put that real out there. That's, uncompromised information, pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. And, it was a few of us in this lane, but I'm telling you, Grown Man Business TV, y'all are in tune with the realest on YouTube. Even your favorite YouTuber, Hassan Campbell, has been compromised. When you get to a certain level, there is a door that you are going to either have to walk into or you're going to have to turn it down. When you get these dudes, living off the YouTube, becoming a slave on a YouTube check, they get compromised. And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Your favorite bloggers, the ones that talk to you, that say the most to you, these dudes are compromised. And it's only right that we expose that we talk about that respectfully. It's a reason why this channel feel the way it feel. It's a reason why we growing the way we growing. It's a reason for that. Why you acting like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor, A minor. And I'm going to stand on 2025 is a powerful year. We're getting closer and closer to 2030. The frequency is going to be higher and higher and higher, my G. It's not going to stop. Let's listen in. Big salute to the chat. Listen to this.
50 paved the way. He showed me how better yet, Just call me a Viking. Hassan Campbell, the new colonizer. No. Black men beg. White men take. I'm the new white man. Yeah. Black men beg. I didn't come here to act y'all. To put the hot dog down. Nigga told Fat Big Pun, how you gonna chase me? You too fat, you can't run. Better yet, just call me a Viking. Hassan Campbell, the new colonizer. No. Black men beg. White men take. Better yet, just call me a Viking. Hassan Campbell, the new colonizer. I don't think you understand the swag with this nigga. I didn't come here to ask nobody for nothing. 50 paved the way. He showed me. Huh? Better yet, just call me a Viking. Hassan Campbell, the new colonizer. No. Black men beg. White men take. I'm the new white man. Yeah. Black men beg. I didn't come here to act y'all. 50 paved the way. He showed me. Huh? Better yet, just call me a Viking. Hassan Campbell, the new colonizer. No. Black men beg. White men take. I'm the new white man. Yeah. Black men beg. I didn't come here to act y'all. 50 paved the way. He showed me.
Nigga said 50 paved the way. He showed me. All I wanted to do is just show you that to just further expose how far these dudes been compromised, how left these very dudes that were supposed to be fighting the war have gone. It's a reason, homie. The truth is going to be the truth. The real is the real. You a big dog until real big dogs walk in the room. You only a big dog until real big dogs walk in the room. And your numbers, all that is what it is. Man said he's a colonizer. He's the white man. He's a Viking. That's what Poppy said he was. So on so many levels, you know, that's what this live stream was about. Don't turn around and apologize for what you did. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes, you know, and I was going to talk about that, but I'm not going to talk about it. But, you know, those dudes that ran down on you for dropping that video about Preem and all that, you know, them dudes ran down on you and you know, it's getting hot, homie. Don't apologize. Don't say sorry. Stand on that business. Stand on them things you say. Stand on that. You know what I mean? You said what you said. Now you got some heat in the city. You wearing them big ass coats in the house and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know, big ass fur jackets and all that. You wearing them shits in the house. We ain't see your ass outside with them big ass fur jackets. Not one time. I'm talking outside. We ain't seen your ass in New York. We ain't seen your ass outside nowhere with them big ass jackets on. One time. Not one time. It's only going to get more intense. It's only going to get more real. And it's no way to hide behind your numbers. There's no way to hide behind your money. It's no way to hide behind any of that shit. Grown men never had to hide behind that. They done changed the whole narrative. Grown men never had to hide behind their money. Never had to hide behind, you know, big ass fur jackets and all that. You know what I'm saying? You was a man first, homie, and then everything else came around and fell in place, but you was a man first. You can't be a man with a dildo on your sink. Yo, dudes like to hear themselves thinking, it's my channel. What you want me, this what I'm talking about. You like to hear me talk. Obviously, the subscribers like to hear me talk. Obviously, the algorithm like to hear me talk. All this shit will be revealed, homie. It just is what it is. And I ain't, you know, I done already said what I said, but it's something about these dudes with this pink lip gloss and all that. I don't know. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? when you just got like regular lips and then your shits is pink like Mace, like the dude in Charleston White with the pink lips and all that. Y'all niggas, it's easy to tell. It's easy to see if you can see through the smoke and mirrors. You know what I mean? Like, come on, B, what y'all niggas is doing for you? It's right there. It's right there. Look. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Big salute to the chat. Watch this. Oh, I must have erased it already. Hold on. Did I erase it? I must have erased it. Yeah, I did. Ever wondered what your home... Big salute to the chat. 480 people in here. Watch this. Look at this. The same thing, bro. Look. Big salute to the chat, man. We tapped in for sure. You know, big salute to all the new subscribers, man. We running up these numbers. Algorithm is crazy. We having our way in these YouTube streets right now. We are approaching 40,000 subscribers. You know, it ain't nothing to expose what's going on in this industry. YouTube is a portal. YouTube is a portal, and we are watching every single person in our algorithm lose a message and get lost in the portal. It's like when you first start rapping, you know what I'm saying? You just want to be a rapper. You want to save your family. You want to get out the projects. And then you get in the industry and they take you to one of them parties and you get lost in the portal. You get lost in the matrix. You get lost in Hollywood. YouTube is nothing but a portal. The same portal like radio, movies, television, YouTube. Radio, movies, television, YouTube. YouTube is the new portal. So don't let Charleston White tell you he just acting. Don't do that. Nah, you can't. This shit is, oh, YouTube ain't real. Oh, it's very real. YouTube is very real. So watch what you say when you come onto these YouTube streets. Watch the energy that you portray. Watch your mannerisms. Pay attention to all of that when you come into YouTube. All of it, because it is very real. That, you know, they try to tell, oh, if YouTube is not real, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's as real as it gets on YouTube, in these YouTube streets, homie. That's why that Cameron, that should be in YouTube algorithm for the rest of our lives. With Cameron saying he found the dildo on May Sink in a brownstone where he was living with Puff Daddy. Oh, it's very real. What, you thought that was an act? You thought they was just joking? Charleston White sitting down with a Frank eater out there in Hollywood talking about he liked the cake and all that. You thought he was just acting? Nah, homie, this shit is real. It's real. And the energy that I deliver to y'all is the energy that I'm getting back. And that's why we growing the way we growing. That's why we going up the way we going up. This is not a game, homie. One thing for sure, two things for certain. The more I engage, the more I do content, the more I talk and use my voice to spread a message, I'm fully aware that, you know, this shit is a real and dangerous game, and you got to be aware of what you saying, what you doing, how you articulating yourself, what are you giving to the people. This is an energy that I'm giving y'all. And what's the laws of nature? What's the laws of gravity? What's the laws of the universe? The universe says that the energy that I give y'all will be returned. That's why we approaching 40,000 subscribers like nothing. We'll be at 50K we should be at 50K before the summertime hit. Before the summertime hit, we should be well over 50,000 subscribers because the energy that I'm giving to y'all is the energy that's returning to me. So just keep your eyes open. Everybody could be compromised. Always watch me. Yo, GMB, what's that about? What you got? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going. When I tell y'all I'm building this channel organically, I mean that. Organically. That means it's going to take a little bit longer to get to 100,000, but we going to get to 100,000 organically. Organically. And if anybody ends up wanting to get in bed or do business, then it's going to be very strenuous and a very strict policy to do business with Grown Man Business TV. Very strict. I'm going to have a lawyer looking over the lawyer that's looking over your lawyer. I'm going to have a lawyer looking over the lawyer that's looking over the contract. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if some money get involved, I'm going to go harder. You going to know ain't no compromise over here because I'm going to go harder about foundational Black Americans. I'm going to go harder about foundational Black authority. I'm going to go harder for Black women. I'm going to go harder for the community. I'm going to go harder. Some money get in play. They talk about, oh, we're going to give you some millions. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. You know, do your content right here. I'm going to do it. Then I'm going to go harder. You going to say, oh, shit, he turned that. I'm going to turn it up. You're going to have to pay me to turn it up. See, CW, he was turned up and they paid him to turn down. That's where the compromise came at, Charleston White. See, Dewberry should have told you that. Your closest homie, Dewberry, he should have told you that. The compromise is when you turned down. You know, it's a reason why you know, I've been noticing a lot of YouTubers, a lot of new content creators. You know, you scroll through the algorithm, you see a lot of new names, a lot of new content, people starting their channels and doing content. And salute to all those people, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you just be looking and you saying, man, like, understand what you dealing with this. Understand this is not a this is not a game, homie. This is real big dog shit. And that's why, you know, everybody can't do it. Everybody can't come up here and talk to y'all for 2 hours and maintain a crowd. Everybody can't come up here and drop game like this and captivate the crowd. Hoover told us that there will never be a Black leader in the Black community that wasn't given to us by the FBI. Well, I'm here to tell you, we proven Hoover wrong. What I'm here to tell you is, what's his name? Larry Hoover, Larry H. Hoover, whatever his name was, right? He underestimated the seed that was dropped in a Black man as an early youth from Black men, from grown man business, from real men around me. He underestimated us. They said they would never, oh yeah, we got one. Keep it under the radar. We got one over here with Grown Man Business TV. We got one. Now, I want to give y'all some game on this. Watch this, right? Let me show y'all something. Because again, one thing I didn't really like, and you got to be very cautious and aware of with, you know, with YouTubers, right, that claim to have a message. You got to ask yourself why they only talk about Black people, why they only talk about their people, because that's all you can talk about. You're not allowed to step out of the culture. You're not allowed to start talking about Asians and talking about Jewish and talking about white and pointing a finger and breaking down and showing the chinks in their armor. You're not allowed to do that. You could talk about Black people, though. You could talk about niggas. You could do that. But you better not ever talk about them. And I want to show y'all the difference because, again, they not like us. They not like us. Let me show you something. When Puff Daddy, you know, because Puff Daddy's still going through his thing, I want y'all to go check out a video. Well, is it a video? It might be a video. It's a live stream that I did, actually, with this guy right here. Look at this guy right here. Mike Jeffries. Mike Jeffries. This is a live stream I did 3 months ago when P. Diddy just got put in his place, when they ran down on P. Diddy. This is the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. Y'all remember the clothing line, Abercrombie and Fitch? That's what I like to call it. I know it's called, I like to call it Abercrombie and Fitch. This man is the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, and he got the same. Well, he got worse allegations than Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy is getting charged for, sex trafficking, X, Y, and Z. This man has an international sex trafficking ring, where he was doing the same thing that Puff Daddy is doing. He was doing the same thing. He was flying out white male models, to have freak-offs with him and his friends. And he was promising these white male models modeling contracts with Abercrombie and Fitch. He was flying them out. He was coercing them and convincing them to freak off with him and his friends, do a whole bunch of, homosexual activity, freak off sessions where they were forced to have sex, and then he wouldn't even give them the contract. And this guy right here, look, this guy right here, Mike Jeffries, he got a $10 million bail. Now, Puff Daddy was doing the same thing, the absolute same thing. The only difference is it wasn't international. This man was internationally having a sex ring all over the globe. And Puffy offered 150 million, and they would not give that black man a bail. But they gave Mike Jeffries a bail. He's at home at one of his big mansions, awaiting trial, enjoying his life, enjoying his family. Why is nobody talking about that? Why Hassan, all these different, $1 million worth of game, all these dudes, why nobody ain't talked about that? Grown Man Business talked about that. Yeah, go check that live stream out. Powerful information, homie, because you got to understand something. You got to really be able to partake and understand what's the difference. That man had an international sex trafficking ring, and he has a $10 million bond. Pennies. They both billionaires. He's a billionaire. Puffy's a billionaire. No difference. Only difference is he's a white man. Puffy's a black man. All right? And I think I might have did 2 of those, because that was a hot topic that I was on. I just want to make sure. Maybe I didn't, but I just want to make sure I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. I only did 2. I only did that one joint. I thought I did 2 though. Thought I did 2. Mike Jeffries. I suggest y'all all go do your research. And if you rocking with Grown Man Business TV, when you get some time and you start going through your algorithm and you do your Google searches and all that, Google Mike Jeffries, international sex trafficking ring. Shit happened about 2-3 months ago, and nobody's talking about it, but we talking about P. Diddy. Nah, I'm gonna point you in the right direction. I'm gonna point you in the right direction. Yeah, I thought I had another one on him, but I guess I don't. No worries. All right. So listen, man. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest that you tap in. Listen. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives, no baking soda, no quinine, no fentanyl. We ain't stepping on none of this dope. We gonna give it to you straight, raw, pure dope. We not stepping on it. We not tap dancing on it over here at Grown Man Business TV. Never ever mistake Never mistake anger for passion or passion for anger. Get in tune with a real man, a grown man. Not the saucy Santana, not the dudes that paint their nails, not the dudes that got lip gloss and all that on, not the feminine demure men. I'm talking real men. And once you do that, you will learn the difference between anger and passion. And you'll learn how to appreciate a man with passion. You'll learn how to say, damn, that man is passionate. You know how to intake that. Your femininity will be attracted to that. But don't confuse anger with passion. All right? So listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we give it up, man. You can tap in or you can tap out. But you do know my slogan, right? And you do know what I suggest. I suggest you tap in. But before I let y'all go, man, if you're new to the channel, just know that. I hope the weather is as good as it is here, as it is there. Salute to the chat. Yeah. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat. So y'all know what time it is, man. Just understand that you are in tune with the realest. We ain't just talking. We live in this. Oh yeah, this the big house. We own this. No, we don't rent nothing. We don't rent nothing. Yeah, this the big house. You know, when I first started doing YouTube and all that, a lot of people thought this was an Airbnb. They used to try to tell me it was an Airbnb. But yeah, we don't do no renting. We own this. This is generational wealth right here. This is FBA business. This is what it look when you make it to the other side, homie. That's why we going ride. Just ride out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure your notification bells are on. We're gonna continue to ride. And you are in tune with the realest on YouTube. All right? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV, Peasy. I see T Peasy. I see you in the chat. Big memberships. Big memberships and big wrenches. You know what I mean? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV, all right? You know, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in.